guys, and welcome to Curvy Girl Keto. This group just had to be started, okay, because there is such an abundance of bad information out there, and I have done my research. I've done all the research, and so it took me so long to wade through what was crap and what was not crap, that I just needed to put my blinders on and really do my own thing here. So if you're in this group, welcome. You're welcome to invite your people, your friends who want simplicity, because I can't wade through all that stuff all the time. So I've got it in my head now. I've got it on paper. I know which resources I like to follow, which ones I don't. So if you are watching this later and there's no little red live box right there, then you're on the replay. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then hello to my YouTube channel. So I guess what I want to say is if you're just starting out, there can be so much information out there and so many things that people want to tell you, like macros and chemicals and don't eat this and pure ketoists do this and not that. So it can be super overwhelming and you can end up actually destroying any willpower you had to do this in the first place with all that information. So what I really want to tell you is keep it simple. You're going to find your keto. You're going to find what works for you. You're going to find that you don't do it exactly the same as I do, and we don't do it exactly the same as somebody else, but we can all be successful. Okay, so the first thing you want to know when you're starting in the beginning is that your body can either run on glucose, on sugar, or it can run on on fat. Okay, so glucose is carbohydrates, is sugar, breads, pastas, all that stuff, or it can run on fats. Now, the reason I want to do ketogenic diet is to lose the fat on my body, but there are lots of reasons people do it. One is for epilepsy. People, doctors who regulate epilepsy and seizures in children recommend the ketogenic diet. Why? Because your brain runs better off fat than off sugar, and it helps control their seizures. And there's a lot of other mood disorders and brain disorders that this diet is recommended for. I'm doing it for weight loss, so that's the way I'm going to talk about it because that's the research that I have done. So knowing that your body can run off of either carbohydrates or fat, we have to teach our body to run off fat and burn the fat off our body. Okay, so the first 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, depending on you and how metabolically damaged you are. So I am metabolically damaged. I've been overweight all of my life. I have ovarian syndrome, and I also have a thyroid issue, and so those are metabolic issues. So the more metabolically damaged you are, the longer it will take for your body to switch over. For me, honestly, it was only about a week and a half, so it wasn't bad at all. So for that first, I'm going to say week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, probably after 3 weeks, you're good. You're teaching your body to run off of fat instead of off sugar, off of glucose, okay? So because your body has probably always run off sugar, you have glycogen stores in your liver and in your other organs. So that first week or so, you're kind of detoxing that glycogen from your organs. And it's sometimes not real pretty. It sometimes doesn't make you feel very good. If you've heard them call the carb flu or the keto flu, it's not that you feel nauseous, you just feel kind of dizzy and kind of blah, kind of tired, and that's because all the glycogen is leaving your body, which is a good thing. Okay, so how can you prevent that? Like, I didn't go through it at all this time. So you can drink pickle juice, you can drink bone broth, just watch, like, best to make it yourself. So watch what brands, if you're buying, read the labels on everything, make sure they don't have carbs in them or very low carbs. I drank a supplement that had all my electrolytes and everything in it, and that got me through without keto flu. Okay, so if you want information on that, we can talk about that. But find something that's going to get you through that first week and keep your electrolytes really high. So bone broth is good, pickle juice is good, like Gatorade Zero and those kind of things, I don't love them. They have fake sweeteners in them. They have other things I don't love. I guess in a pinch that would work. But try for something else. Try for the bone broth, or try for a good quality electrolyte supplement. Okay, so once you get through that, and during that phase, you're going to see a big chunk of weight fall off. And that's your water weight, because with the glycogen comes the water weight. Okay, so I think it is for every molecule of glycogen that you've stored in your organs, in your liver and that, you lose 2 molecules of water. So you're going to get that initial water weight, and depending on how heavy you are, you know, that could be 1 pound, 2 pounds, 4 pounds, 10 pounds in that first like week or so. That is not going to maintain. Don't think you're going to lose 10 pounds a week for the rest of the diet. That's just what happens up front. Okay. So that a lot happens in that first couple of weeks with your body, right? So you've changed it over. It's losing its glycogen. Now it's hungry. It thinks it's hungry because it's looking for sugar and carbs, because that's what you've always fed it. You're not giving it anymore. So you're starting to feed it fat, like dietary fat. So it's like, oh, we can burn this. Okay, cool. So for that first like month, you're going to really not even track how much calorically you're eating. You just want to eat all the fat until you feel full. And that's going to teach your body to burn its own fat. After that, then yes, we're going to look at a calorie deficit. Once your body knows it's burning fat, we got to keep that calorie, you know, I don't know what's right for you, under 1,800, under 1,700 calories, under 1,500 calories, depending. But you're still going to eat all the same foods. You're just going to start paying attention to your portions. But for that first month, throw caution to the wind, eat all the bacon, all the eggs, all the ribs, all the chicken wings, all the cheese, mayonnaise, sour cream, all that stuff, okay? You want to eat all of that to teach your body that that's what we like to burn. So fats of any kind, you know, olive oils, coconut oil, avocado oil, butter, ghee, cheeses, fatty meats like steaks and things like that. Those are all perfect for the ketogenic diet. Your veggies are veggies that grow above ground. Leafy greens, beans like French beans, like green beans, not like pork and beans. So any veggies that grow above the ground. So not veggies that grow below the ground, not potatoes, not like turnip, not anything that grows under the soil, because that's just a big ball of starch. We can't eat corn. Okay, stay away from corn. So your basic diet is your fish, your meat, your main portion of your meal, and then your leafy greens or your vegetables that grow above the ground. Okay, so my favorites: spinach, kale, broccoli, asparagus, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, green beans. Those are my favorites. Those are the ones I eat most often. But your basic rule of thumb: A, if it's leafy and green, you can eat it. But B, if it grows above the ground, it's okay. You can eat it on this diet. Nothing that grows below the ground, and not corn, because corn is not a vegetable. Corn is a starch. It's a grain. Okay? So those are your basics to jumping in and getting started. Some of the things I find, the mistakes that people make is they don't give a thought to milk. Like, you put milk in your coffee. Read the carton. Like the milk, I checked the one in my fridge, is 12 grams of carbs in a serving of milk. I mean, if I'm only eating 20 or 30 for the day, that's half of it for milk. So things you don't even think that there are carbs in, there are carbs in. So check your labels on everything. Okay, so that's video kind of 1 to get you started. I'll do lots of little snippets for you. If you have questions, put them below. Love you. Bye.